Yeah. Can you tell me about growing up in Cape Flats?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me? From someone from the outsider, because as much as I'm South African, I'm an outsider when it comes to Cape Flats. I only know about it obviously from the news.
Yeah.
It's so bad, that's bad. I just know that from the news, and also some books, actually, some history of Cape Flats is in drama. I used to learn about it a lot in performance studies, which is weird actually. When this is because this I forgot now. I'm forgetting who wrote this book. It was not even an old book. It was quite new actually, but it's about their life in Cape Flats and what's not. So that's all I know. But all I know basically is that Cape Flats, that's not the place you wanna be. Yeah, can you tell me anything about Cape Flats? Your experience there?
I think
growing up there.
Yeah, I remember vividly. Growing up in the Cape Flats, it's like one of the most colorful places. Different kinds of people, different vibes. The weekends are always busy. Everyone, you only see it from a different view once you're outside of the Cape Flats. Neighbors are always involved in a good way. You have family activities, weekends, people bring out the speakers, and you got your fives, footballs happening. It was just, it was great.
Okay.
Growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And then slowly the violence increased. I started fighting more the more I reached 13 years old, 14 years old. I'm talking about fighting every single day.
Why? What was causing that? What was the switch? What was the change? Especially because Cape Flats right now is just known for gang violence. What happened? What happened that's caused that?
I think one of the biggest factors, in my opinion, was it was becoming too claustrophobic, too small. A strange thing is, for example, if you look at Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen, all these places, 1980 to 2024, they are completely and totally different.
Yeah, of course.
Futuristic cities,
True.
Skyscrapers, whatever.
Yeah,
look at the Cape Flats, 1980. They're exactly the same.
The same. Yeah, I was supposed to say it's the same. Nothing changed. Just more people. They
got aluminium windows. They got a paint job. Maybe new roof, but they're exactly the same. So they probably multiplied by 10, but exactly the same. There's no improvement. What is the government doing? There's no expansion happening in the Cape Flats. It's just there. Hundreds of people living on top of each other. And I think that is one of the biggest reasons for the violence. I used to see people, and definitely there's something bigger involved in terms of drugs and gun violence. I used to see, big shots in terms of gangsters, hitmen, shoot a guy in the face because the guy didn't give him a cigarette. This is early hours of the morning. Everyone's going to school and work. The guy's being shot in the face.
Just for a cigarette.
The guy goes to jail, and a month later he's out. How is that even possible?
Yeah, that's South Africa though.
He's out. In a month's time, he's out. And he continues to do what he do. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I used to question, how the flip did that happen? Until the day that he met his demise. And I mean, I saw that with my own eyes. I think they cleared 14 bullets standing on top of him. And I remember jumping out, because once you hear you want to get a piece of that action, and I was standing on the stairs, and I think I saw the last 2 or 3 bullets being emptied on him. And that's every single day people adapt to that type of living, which is crazy.
But what's always confused me about violence in a place like Cape Flats, right? It's because Cape Flats is a small area in a way, right? Because it's not a big, maybe township, whereby other people live very far there. It's people know each other.
Yeah.
And usually when someone gets robbed or something, people know who in that area does that.
Yeah.
So it's weird, because I'm saying this because it almost reminds me of the same thing that happens in in the hood, just generally in South Africa. This is like in KZN and stuff, you know. It's different from the rural areas of KZN.
Yeah.
In the rural areas, the crime rise so less compared to places like Cape Flats or the hood.
Yeah.
You know, because in the rural areas, people are more like a community. They know each other.
Yeah.
It's like you can get robbed. Everyone knows that it just doesn't work for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But then also now I'm thinking about the geographics of the place. More in the hoods, like in Newcastle, like there's more people, like, you know, they're just clustered together. Yeah. There isn't much space, but in the rural areas, people have more land. There's so much space, but it's more of a community there compared to the hood. But it's still confusing though, because people know each other in Cape Flat. So how does it work?
Crazy fact, now that you mention that, let's say for example, right, when I used to take the bus coming home from work back, this is probably like 2018.
Yeah.
So let's say for example I'm taking the bus and the bus decides to take a different route, and I know that way everybody knows me. It might be much longer, but people know me. And if I take this route, people don't know me. And chances are I might get robbed. Something might happen. I might get approached. I don't know that side of a Nova Park. So you will be safe in the side that you know people know you. You know what I mean? But doesn't matter who you are. If that's not your side, that's not your territory, you stay away.